just gonna start that game right over. We're just gonna pretend the last few minutes didn't happen. Oh, we're running the clock now. I'm not 100% sure what's going on right now. I think it might have been our 4-player rule. They shot the wrong way. Okay, so after the tip, Antonio Phillips grabbed the ball and shot it in the wrong basket, so the Heat get credit for those points. So it is 2-2 right now. That took a minute to understand. So what happened? Right at the tip, Antonio Phillips got the ball, ran down to this side of the court for a layup. First Heat points scored the game, not points for the Heat. Hits both. It's our game of the week. Timberwolves are still undefeated, 9-0 perfect record. The Heat are 4-5. Adam Benson throws it away. Johnny Williams gets fouled going up for a layup. He's going to take his place at the line. Backing down Johnson. Benson hesitates, drives in, pulls back out. He's going to drive the lane on the right side, kick out to Devin Went for a 3. That's off the back. That's grabbed by Johnny Williams, and we're going to be heading towards the Heat. Pulls up for a mini on the left, no good. Benson grabs the board. Phillips goes up for a long 3, no good, into the hands of Brandon Harris. He's going to drive the lane on the right side, and that's going to fall. Heat have an 8-2 lead over the Timberwolves. They got to conserve their energy, though. They're going to play hard and fast, and they're going to try to keep that lead up. But the Timberwolves are a slow and steady team. The reason that they are undefeated is because they don't scream for the lead and try to hold on to it. They just build their way up to it, and that's how they end the games on top. Harris gets it over to Seth Johnson, drives on the left side with his right hand, puts it in, 10 points for the Heat now. Loses control of it thanks to Alonzo King, former teammate. Benson gets it over to Dub. He drives on the left side, slips on the carpet, called for the travel. We're going to be heading down towards Miami. To Vent. He's going to pull up from the free throw line on the right. No good. Kate up with the rebound. Phillips driving on the right side. He pushes hard into Williams. It's going to be called on Mr. Johnny Williams, excuse me. Brandon Harris, Johnny Williams. I'll get there. Tone Phillips is good and strong on the shot, but he's hit from behind by Johnny Williams for his second foul in 10 seconds. But we're going to go to the line and see if Phillips can complete the three-point play. Down the court, air ball missed to the left. Williams gonna just shake that off, windows are open, it's nice outside. I hope you guys are all enjoying the weather. King poked it through Terrell Hendricks' hands again, but he maintains possession. King loses his footing and it ends up being called a foul on him. Quick pass into Vent. He loses control of it. It was off his leg. Ref's trying to decide. The one with the closer view gets the call. Dove's not got a lot of options. He's got Tone at the top of the key. Benson, no good on the shot. Phillips is there for the rebound, puts it up for a three off the top of the rim. Harris grabs that rebound. He's going to push through the entire Timberwolves team, picks up his dribble, shoots it over to Williams. He goes up for it strong under the basket. He's going to hit that down too. 7-point lead for the Miami Heat. Keyshawn Williams over to Adam Benson for a corner three, airballed that through the hands of a few people, but King gets it over to Seth Johnson for a two-hand slam from the big man. No good on the three from, I don't know if that was Terrell or Benson, it was over in the same corner. Brandon Harris goes down and around. He kicks it down to Johnny Williams for the same play. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, folks.
Right now is 18%.
It's an 11-point lead for the Heat. Benson for three. Hits the top of the board, so we're not going to count that. That'll be a turnover. We're going back to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami. Harris driving on the right side. He gets it over into the corner. Miles Bergens for three. No good. Grabbed by Vent. He's pushing it down to Hendricks. He pulls up for a three off the side of the rim there. That's something that the Timberwolves just keep doing, is shooting threes. Long pass down the court to Johnson, loses control of it, gets it to Harris, he gets it to Miles Bergens for a mini. The entire Timberwolves team under the basket for the rebound. Phillips has it. Looks like they're going to try to slow it down just a little bit. It's Control Matthews. Grabs the screen from Vent. He tries to get it down to Dub under the basket. Too much defense. Heat's ball once again. 11-point lead, 11 minutes left in the first half. Bergens to Williams, gets it to Alonzo King. He's going to drive between a few Timberwolves, and he's got Seth Johnson again for the slam. He only needed one hand that time, and that's going to give the Wolves a timeout. We will be back. The Heat on top 20-7. Back in action. Control Matthews shoots it from the free throw line. No good. Grabbed by Johnny Williams. He's going to drive all the way. Lose control of it on his way up. Turnover.
Timberwolves ball.
Hendricks to Matthews. He hesitates. He grabs the screen from Vent. Goes up for the three. His hand was hit on his way back down, so that'll be a foul from the 3 line from Seth Johnson.
Foul will be assessed to number 32, Seth Johnson. That'll be his first foul, team third, team fourth.
Roundabout for that first one. Second one falls. Number 3. Two for 3 ain't bad. Harris smokes it on his way up. As Hendricks goes coast to coast, he gets the fall and the foul.
Foul be assessed to number 1, Miles Harkins. That'll be his first foul, team fifth.
The scores don't match. Cannot complete the 3-point play. Bergens drives. He gets to Seth at the top of the key. Over to King for the long 3 off the front of the rim there. Control Matthews. He gets it to Terrell Hendricks under the basket. No good there. Rebounded by Johnson. Over to Bergens, off to the left for the 3. Last touch by the Heat, so we're going to head down Minnesota way. Hendricks grabs the screen from Vent, and he's going to drive all the way on the left side. Or calling the foul on himself. Sends Hendricks to the line. He's going to shoot a pair. Over 2 from the line. Those are ones you cannot miss when you are down 9 points. Losing control of the event, gains control. Hits it to Phillips in the middle of the lane. That one will hit the bottom for an and 1. Tom Phillips is going to go to the line to see if he can complete the 3-point play this time.
Miles Bergens, that'll be his second, team 7.
Completes the 3-point play. Pass under the basket for Johnson, but that is read by the Wolves and a turnover. Vent is forced to pick up his dribble just past half court. Phillips now traps himself in his own corner, grabs for it for a jump ball, and that will be coming to the Heat as well. toe goes over the line. That would have been a wonderful steal and putback, but he just loses control a little bit too quickly. Just over 5 minutes left in this first half. It's a 6-point lead for the Heat. Refs are having a quick discussion. We'll be back. Yeah, there. No, we won't be back. We'll be here. Refs still trying to decide which way the ball is going to be going. Stays with the Wolves. Inbound to Hendricks. Crosses half court, picks up the screen from Benson. Dribbles around on the left side, pulls up on the left. We got another jump ball from Harris this time, and we're going to be going south. Harris grabs the screen from Johnson and then drives through the lane, up and around, gets it to fall. Matthews to Phillips. He grabs the screen from Pendleton and is able to kick it out for a three. No good. Grabbed by Hendricks. Blocked in the back by King. Out of bounds. Last tapped by the Heat, so we're going to stay here. Foul on the inbound putback shot. Could be a foul on Trey Anthony. He's been on the floor for less than a minute, so one foul. That sounds about right. Top of the key, bounces around there. Matthews ends up with a rebound. Ort's not letting him go. Tip right into the hands of Trey Anthony. He goes up for a high layup. No good, but Harris grabs the rebound. He gets it to Williams, who puts it up and hits it down. Took an extra second, but they did capitalize on that turnover. Hendricks pulls up for a three. Back of the rim again. These boys are just acting a little too strong today. Keeps hitting the back of the iron. Williams gets Anthony over in the corner for a three. No good. Matthews with another board. He's going to be driving the middle of the lane, going through a few Heat players, and strong enough to hit that down to the bottom as well. Left on the shot clock. He didn't realize it. He was able to shoot it off in time, but Hendricks gets the rebound. He's got Matthews. He's going to go up with a slam down. He called the timeout to try to slow the pace down. We got just over a minute left to play. Phillips bringing it up. He's picked up by Ord. Grabs the screen from Pendleton. He tries to drop it down into Benson, but that is read by Johnny Williams, and he is able to convert it down to the other end, extending their lead. Benson kicks it over to Hendricks. Ooh, Matthews with a nice cut underneath, but is blocked in the back from Johnson. Sean Ort grabs the rebound, and he is fouled from behind from Control Matthews. We got 10 seconds left to play. Ort's going to try to get it up half court, but Benson stops it, and that's going to end the half. Oh, nope, they're able to get it back in. Johnson's going to shoot from the volleyball line off to the right. So we're going to go into halftime now. Heat up 26-19. Game of the week. Happy second half, everyone. Heat ball, Heat lead. Harris picks up his dribble, gets it over to Bergens, drops it down to Johnson, who's posting up against Vent. Goes around, it's tipped on his way up, but he grabs the board anyway. Phillips ends up with the rebound from the missed shot. Hendricks picks up at the three-point line off the front. Lonzo King with the rebound. He's pushing. He's got Johnny Williams. Gets smacked in the face by Dub.
Number 22, Keyshawn Williams. That'll be his second team first.
Harris drives all the way from the free throw line.
Lays the ball up and in.
Lays it up and in, as you heard Mr. Hudson just say. Hendricks grabs the screen from Benson. Vent's there to shoot the three off the side of the left. Dub with the rebound, he gets it over to Terrell Hendricks, who's going to drive, but that falls down, makes it look easy. King over to Bergens. Bergens ends up driving all by himself. Easy laying there for him too. Phillips to Williams. Keyshawn's going up for a three into the hands of Seth Johnson. Harris driving fast all the way. Spin move under the basket, makes it into the bottom there too. Bringing their lead back to 11. King's trying to poke that away. He gets tripped up. There's a foul on King. It's too big. Hendricks drives the lane all by himself. There is a foul called. Seth Johnson. It's a foul on the floor. So we're just going to go out of bounds. Dub tries to kick, gets it into Benson, and loses it off of his foot. Then goes for the three. No good. Rebounded by number 3, Tone Phillips. He kicks it into Hendricks under the basket. It goes up and under and in. 9-point game now. Bergens for a three. Oh, that one tasted it. Didn't like it. Spit it back out. Harris driving. Loses a little bit too much control over it. He smacks Phillips on his way back down. That was not the foul. That was just an accident. The foul was called on Antonio Phillips. He was hit on his way back down. So we're going to poke away here just a second. Tone Phillips has made his way to the bench now. Watch the clock on the stream. He inbounds to a tap by Vent. Guys, the clock stream clock. The stream clock is not the same. Bergen's cross court to Harris, and he's gonna pull up for a three. Air ball. Benson with a rebound. Benson goes all the way up around the Rosie. Hendricks is there for the cleanup. There's 15:30 left. Can anyone hear me down there? Bergen's driving all the way. He's fouled on his way up. Gonna go to the line to shoot two of them. Just the clock isn't matching up. I don't know why the scorer's table doesn't have a walkie-talkie. Bergens hits one. Clock is 30 seconds off.
I literally just asked if anyone had a walkie so that I could hear if you had anything to say. And of course, you had something to say.
You could sense it.
I'll fix the clock right now.
Thank you. He hits both free throws. I'm glad you guys could hear that conversation. That's bad. She's wonderful. This Control Matthews goes up for a three. It's nothing but net there. Bergen's driving. That's poked away from Benson. Williams ends up with it. He's got Harris under the basket. He hits the bottom of the basket, but he was tapped on his way back down from Pendleton. He's going to go to the line to shoot a couple.
Foul be assessed number 25, Ron Pendleton. That'll be his first foul, team fourth at the line, shooting two, Brandon Harris.
After the poke, we're going to stay here with the Wolves. That was almost an incredible turnover. Hendricks grabs screens from both sides, and he loses control of it. It was off the back of Bergens' foot. So we're going to stay here again.
Team third.
Push off by Pendleton. Harris to Williams. Williams pulls up from the corner. No good on the shot. Rebounds bouncing around a bit. King ends up going back up with it, but Pendleton is the final owner. He gets it to Hendricks, who's going to push down the court. He's going to drive all the way down to the left side. On his way up, he's met with the hands of Bergens.
Be assessed number one, Miles Bergens. That'll be his third foul. Team fourth at the line, shooting two, Toriel Hendricks. It is under 12 minutes remaining in the second half of our game of the week, 35-28.
Hendricks hits them both, bringing their lead of the Heat to only 5. 11 and a half left to play in this game. Our undefeated Timberwolves, they are 9-0, and they are down 5 to the Heat. To be called for a travel on the Heat side. Matthews going to work. He loses control of it. Sean loses control of it. Benson is able to recover. Breaks the half court with Hendricks. He goes up for the mid. Cuts the lead to only 3. This is the closest the game has been since it was 2-0. Bergen's got King in the corner. That's off the side of the rim. Matthews grits the board. He's got some fancy footwork around a few Heat players. He goes up for the shot, met with the back of Bergen's.
Oh, yes, that's the number 1. Now, Bergen, that'll be his 4th foul. Team 5th.
Going coast to coast. Missed the shot. Johnny Williams said, me, out here for the slam, the cleanup. After those free throws, it was a 1-point game. Heat said, no, we're not going to do that. Hendricks now goes coast to coast. That's off the back of the board. Tips it in for himself. Doesn't get it to fall. Ball is bouncing around. It looks like they're going to call a foul on King on the floor. Brandon Harris, not King.
Team 6.
Almost picked off, but Matthews maintains control and goes up for the 3. Doug is there. T. Hendricks is there for the cleanup. Harris got Johnson in the middle of the lane. No good of a shot, but it is fouled from behind on Devin Vent. So Johnson's going to go to the line, see if he can put him down.
Benson, that will be his first foul, Team 6.
Lead, 7.5 left to play in this game. Hendricks with fancy footwork. He slows the layup. Johnson with the rebound. Long pass.
Ball tipped out of bounds by the Wolves. It will stay with the Heat.
Ort covers the court to Harris. He's got King over in the corner. Back to Harris. He's going to pull it for a 3 from the top of the key. Off the back of the rim there. Phillips with the board. He's pushing. He's got no one but himself. It is stripped by Harris. He's pushing himself. He's got Johnny Williams on the right for another 2-hand slam. He's bringing their lead back up to 4. 4 and 5 Heat have a 4-point lead on an undefeated 9-0 Timberwolves. When they said game of the week, we didn't know it was going to be like this. Matthews goes up for a three off the side. Williams with the rebound. Johnny Williams tries to drop it down to Johnson, but that's read by Benson, and he's going to pull up on his transition three. No good there. Hendricks tries to save it, but puts it into the hands of former teammate Alonzo King. Gets it to Johnny Williams, pushing all the way down. Tries for a two-handed slam from Harris. Read too quickly. Williams misses the under the basket putback, but he's fouled on his way up, so he's going to go to the line and shoot a couple. 5.5 left to play in this game of the week.
Foul reassessed to number 1, Control Matthews.
Now for the Heat. 5 minutes left to play. Kings playing real hard defense in the face of Hendricks, who goes up for three. Another roundabout. I don't know who greased these rims today, but the ball was hitting everywhere. But
31-36. We have a lead in our game of the week.
on Harris. It's to King over to Ort, who's going to drive on the right side baseline. Drops it into the big man Johnson under the basket. Loses control, but he's fouled. There's a foul on the floor, but we're in the bonus. So Seth Johnson is going to go to the line to shoot one and one. Devin Bent with the rebound, kicks it over to Hendricks. Drops it in for Phillips. Phillips, of course, scored the first points of the game, but they did go to the Heat side, so it ends up being a 2-point game. Good defense by Matthews and Phillips, forcing a travel. Hendricks grabs the screen from Dub, walks into a trap, but he breaks it and drives on the left-hand side. He gets it to fall. 3-point game now, 2:50 left to play. Alonzo King, real strong under the basket to Sean, or he loses control of it and falls out of bounds. Hendricks steps back for the three, and he's going to tie the game. 41-all with just 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to play. Bergens drives on the left-hand side. Bounce pass into King is slipped through his fingers, and Phillips ends up with it. All the way down is Benson, and he is pushed in the back. Gonna go to line, shoot 1-and-1.
Foul is number 1. That'll be his 5th and final foul. Miles Bergen.
misses the second. Johnson gets the rebound. Heat calling a timeout. Minute and a half left to play. We'll be back. Heat ball back in session. Minute and a half left to play. King dumps it down to Johnson, but he hits it over to Ort. He's going to drive the baseline. Offensive foul on Sean Ort. We're going to be heading south. That's the first foul. Second foul. Matthews going to work. Goes up with his right hand. He's fouled on his way up. He's going to go to the line and shoot there.
Foul be assessed to number 3, Antonio. Oh, sorry, number 3, Johnny Williams. That'll be his third. Team 9.
First is in. This is now the biggest lead the Timberwolves have had all day. Off the back for the second one, Phillips ends up with the rebound. He snags it around to Doug. He doesn't get that shot off. Johnny Williams gets the rebound all the way down coast to coast. He's down. Hendricks goes up with a slam. We got an injury here on the floor. We're going to call timeout. Back in section, 57 seconds left to play. Brandon Harris goes up. He's fouled on his way up. He's gonna go into the line and shoot a pair for himself. Both teams have 9 fouls now, so anything after this is gonna be double bonus. He was fouled going up, but just in general. And that's if this game ends up going into overtime. Fouls do not reset. Timeouts do not reset. Harris misses a huge free throw. Hits the second one. 3-point game now, under a minute to play. Terrell Hendricks. grabs the screen from Dubs, and that's picked off by Brandon Harris. He's going to go by himself all the way. Easy layup. He's making this a 1-point game now, folks. Timeout called by the Timberwolves. We'll be back. 1-point game, 22 seconds left. Ball back in. Wolves ball. He's getting trapped over there. Foul call on Trey Anthony. That's going to be a double bonus shot. "11 seconds left to play." Our scoreboard has hit the wrong button. We love and appreciate you. Matthews hits the back of the basket again. There must be a magnet in there because the ball has just been missing the front and leading the back. Puts the lid on. Harris will get the rebound. And there was a timeout immediately called by the Heat. We'll be back again. Back in for the last 10 seconds of this game. Harris has the ball. He gets it to Johnson, who loses control of it thanks to Terrell Hendricks. Or is on him. He missed the shot, but it does not matter. The Timberwolves, by 1 point, remain undefeated. 10-0 Timberwolves. The Heat had the lead all game. Timberwolves didn't take the lead until under a minute left, and they end up with the win.